All right. So this video will be on the topic of dusty ass men and the women who praise them. There is a group of women on this earth in the United States. Uh, these particular type of women are so messed up in the head, so blind, so incredibly part of the masses of the population. So I'll get to the gist of the story, and I'll make this a two-part story because it deserves it. I think this will really open up a lot of people's eyes. Now, this isn't just a color thing, because I've seen it with different races. So, I'm working, and this lady pulls up, a customer of ours. And she's a fairly attractive female, but I'll just jump right into it. She has a man in the car. This guy doesn't know how to change a tire. Okay? He's got tattoos all over himself. He obviously just came out of jail. Now, these particular black women go into the fields of correctional officers or probational officers. And they don't go into the field because they care about these people. No, they don't. In a way, they do, but they have a goal. And the goal is to get the dustiest, the most foolish, and the most strong-seated male. It's ingrained in these women. It's a part of their DNA. They cannot help it. No. And I want you to understand, they can't help it as much as I can't help to wake up and wash my face. When I wake up, my face feels kind of, I don't know, oily, I guess. And all of my pores and everything just feels like someone just took a splash of oil on my face. Just not good. But that's the way our body works. But the way these particular females' brains work is that if he has more kids, 7 kids, mind you. This guy has 7 kids, and I'm not going to get to the story yet. But if he has 7 kids or more, doesn't have a car, never has had a car, and has to rely on her, she is in heaven. You understand? Because he is in a further worse situation than she is in. She can also back up why there isn't any good men on earth. You see what I mean? For her, in her brain. And these are the majority of women, and I'm not saying all, because I know one particular female who is on her way up. On her way up. And, we fell off for a little bit because I needed to work on myself. And as you can see, as the animation has came out, and I've got a lot more, it's paid off. And I'm glad it's paid off for her. She's a very positive person, will not reveal her name. But, and see, as the mass populations or the masses, they have this way of having, it's not even a compassion, it's almost like a fake way of portraying love. You see, this female gets out of the car, and I can't really describe how in her own world she's in. She's in her own world. So she gets out, she talks to my pops, she's talking to him, and it's almost as if this guy isn't here. She's so, loose with it. And then my dad brings up the subject, how many kids you have. Basically, cock blocking, basically. I mean, because this dude, you're driving around with this chick who was fairly attractive, and most men who have something would really appreciate, yes, the looks of this woman, but obviously what she has to offer isn't good for any man. So my dad tried to cock block him a little bit. How many kids you have? He's like 7, and he's not mad. He's not shamed about it. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? He's not shamed or put into a corner about this. He's not you're gay. He's not saying he's nothing. Because he has had 7 kids, he is now elevated to top male or sperm man, and my dad's like, what, he looks at the female to confirm it, confirm that, did you know this guy has 7 kids? And she's like, yeah, she's got her phone. Now, the reason why I'm having my hand here is because most of these females always have their phone. Whether they're on it or not, they always have it on them because they're waiting for the next dick to text them or the next guy so they can break up with this guy and go with the other. And, not even or an embarrassment or nothing. She's not embarrassed at all. She's just a blank look, I just keep warning you, males, about this blank, dead brain look from a lot of these females. This blank, dead brain look should be a dead giveaway that she's not investing any emotional anything into anything. You see, this chick particular has 2 kids, all right? She gets a check for one of them because the other one is nowhere to be found. And so she uses this check to help feed, and mind you, she moved the guy into her house with, I think, about 4 of his kids. Uses her check to feed the other 4 kids plus that big kid, which is him with the tattoos all over himself with no car and has to take the bus. If he does take the bus, he just stays at home. And then these particular females go on social media or band up, as I love to say, banding up like a Band-Aid, sticking close together with no spaces in between. They band up and they campaign that black men are not shit. Well, I have to just come to the conclusion that if black men are not shit and you're dealing with the not shit, I believe and have to say and concur that you, American black woman, the 90% of you and the 10% I'm not talking about, but you are the equivalent of the not shit. In fact, you are the piece of doo-doo, the same piece of doo-doo that he is, you are the same. And his doo-doo is more stink, but it's still shit compared to shit. And 2 shit piles need to be getting rid of. Need to be eradicated off of this fucking earth. The perpetuation of fathers having 7 kids and not being told that is bad, and in fact being told that is good and looked positive upon by hundreds and thousands of women, never ever bashing him and saying what he's done is bad, what you're doing is bad, what you're doing is not good, that's not normal. Instead, it's perpetuated and it's told to be hey, this is what all black men should do, so we can say that none of you are good. And I will say this: you will never see me have sex with none of these fucking dirty ass 2 kids or ghetto loving ass guys or ghetto loving ass fucking females who fucking love to go dick to dick to dick. You can tell these females right off the fucking bat because they have a dead skull. They're not looking at you. They have nothing going on in fucking here. Bring up any random conversation. She will have nothing really positive to say besides looking into her phone. I hereby, my friends, say this right here. I am not upset. I know what it is, and I'm just merely informing you of this. Black women, most of them, love to say there are no good black men because they truly do not like O'Shea says, if you know what his YouTube channel is, these women do not respect you. Respect means that they value if you have a job. They value if you're going to get up every morning and try to take care of yourself and do what you have to do and then come back home and build something and build a nest. They don't value that. It's the complete opposite. The switch has been made years ago, okay? Years ago. And a lot of these women who are 35 and older or 30 and older has been such, the stigma of jailbird, 7 kids, 3 kids, whatever, masculine. And this guy's no more too much bigger than me. I mean, you could tell that he doesn't have anything to do throughout the whole entire day but to pump weights. You understand? So I understand that there is a sexual attraction. Not here to bash these women. But what makes me fucking shitty is when women say they are no good black men. All black men are the cause of all these problems. And the women are the cause of why black men are looked upon as ain't shit. You understand? And I really like the fact that this is going on. As I said in my other video as sounding white, I stand out like a sore thumb. I make these women cringe when I come around them. I make those type of men straighten up and not know what the F to do, say, or anything. Because I, amongst them, are kings amongst pawns. I am a fucking king amongst those type of pawns. It was very, very hard to help diagnose this woman's vehicle with her act of, it's not even, it's a female chauvinist or whatnot. Just, I can't really describe it. I mean, even to take it a little bit further, I could tell that she wanted to move on from the subject, but in a positive way. But we kept at her. We kept at him. And he was standing up a little bit further ways back, right? And as after my dad had said, do you know this guy has 7 kids? Then I proceeded through the window. I couldn't help but start to say stuff. I said, yup, that's the way they like them. Yup. 5 or more kids, the more kids, the better it is. The dustier, the better it is, the better it is. And she's like, what, like, what'd you say? What are you saying? Are you saying that you're mad at this? Don't give these fucking black nigger ass bitches no fucking gratification of you being mad. Hell no. First of all, this bitch ain't worth in Barbados we call this a potty shot at, okay? A potty is what kids use to piss. And it's not worth someone taking a stuff out and pissing into a potty. It's not worth it. I'd rather piss in the grass than to piss on her. You understand? Don't ever, this is the final lesson right here. Don't let these females think that they've gotten you mad. Don't. Because that's the whole reason. I don't care what anyone says. The whole reason why these females fuck with dusty guys is because they want to walk around and make us good guys, us guys who are making it, get down to that same level. You understand? They will stick with this guy and pay for this guy until the very end just to have that negative stigma walking around with them, holding that barrier around them, saying, yes, there's nothing but negative guys. Yes, negativity. Yes, oh, yes, you have 7 kids. Yes, it confirms it. And then when I pop my head up, they have to try to get at me. These evil entities of these spirits of these particular type of females all you do to crush them is to say what's on your mind in a positive way. And man, all she could do is, oh man, you just shut up, man. You know, just clowning her. And I'm just grilling her. I'm grilling her. And then the window's down and I'm in her car and she's standing outside and her dusty ass boyfriend is like talking to my dad about, oh, he wants to buy a car and such and such. You broke black ass nigga. How the fuck are you gonna buy a fucking car? You don't have a fucking job and you're using this chick's fucking check to feed your fucking kids. You're not gonna get a car, you dumb fuck. You are now a slave, you piece of shit. You are officially a fuck-headed slave. And I'm happy because these particular guys are getting erased. Slowly, these guys are just slowly getting pushed into a corner. They don't even see the sweep. They sweep their own selves into a corner. Kind of like Daddy Longlegs gathering up underneath a tree. I don't know if you ever seen that on YouTube. Google it. That's what they do. That's what they are. Snakes, spiders, nothing, you know, and spiders amongst spiders will begot spiders. That's the way it is. These guys we're kind of going to be here for a while, but eventually these type of people will have nowhere to go. When automation takes over and all of this, these people will have nothing to do. This lady's job will be taken over by an automated computer. She'll be nothing. So I'm not worried about nothing. I'm going to continue on to prosper and hopefully make it here in the near future. But to finish up the end of the story, I grilled her even further by saying, oh yeah, I forgot there are no good men. And she's like, what? I said, there's no good black men. She's like, oh, I never really said that. I'm like, well, there isn't. I mean, all of us have 7 kids except for me, you know. And the guy's over there further. All of us have 7 kids except for me. I'm not in that bracket. I don't fuck with you. And she's like, you what? You what? You what? I said, I don't fuck with your type. No. You like guys who have 7 kids. I can't deal with you. You like drama. And I'm saying this all in this type of way, like, nah, I can't deal with your type. You like drama. And she's just like, damn, like, this guy is really fucking grilling me. Like, I am not looked good upon by dragging this piece of shit scumbag bucket of sperm around with me. You understand? Oh, boy. You know, I really want to make a part 2 of this. But I think it's best for me to just kind of just let it be known, okay? And not go any further with this subject, maybe in the future. But to let it be known that black women love to say that there are no good black men. Because it is something to say. It's just something to say. You know, let's say for years they said, oh, there's good men, and they get what they wanted. They don't like that. They want to be fucked up, so they always have their hand up so that the game keeps going. You understand? When they get with a good man, the game ends. Do you understand? These women have no PlayStation. They don't do any art. They don't produce art like us. I mean, they don't do anything. Not all of them, but 90% of them. And so the only thing they have to do is dysfunctional behavior and relationships. It's fun for them. It's so much fun until it gets to the very end of the fucking ride. And when you get off of that roller coaster because there's no more electricity going on in that roller coaster and you get the fuck off, you have realized how much time you've wasted after 10 years, 6 years, you got all these. And this chick had came up there before. And I'm going to tell you something. People who have the cold a lot, like all the time, they either are in hospitals or dealing with dirty air because it's the air that you breathe in. It's been 3 years since I've gotten a cold, knocking on the wood grain. It's been 3 years since I've gotten a cold. And I really do believe it's because of the type of females that I'm not hanging around and the type of people that I'm not hanging around is why I'm so healthy. So I suggest that if you are in my situation, you're a good man, you get up, you want to make something out of life, you have so many thoughts going on, don't deal with any American black female who likes guys with kids, who likes guys, you could just ask them or even say anything. Hey, what type of guys you like? Or you can even just be like, yeah, tattoos or what's up. And they'll start and they'll say everything they like. Love me a roughneck. He got to rough me up. Okay. I love that too. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But did you know that roughnecks can also come with good men? Did you know that good men actually probably have the more aggression because they've been seeing all this bullshit go down, and whatever goodness they're gonna get, they're gonna tear it up. You feel me? I've torn up some cat. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into that. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to get too deep into that. But just if you're like me, be cool. These videos are to keep you not only in your place, but know that you're growing. And you have to realize that when you grow, you're shedding old skin. And old skin is these females. These females like her are not only bottom of the lake catch, but they're just bottom of the lake items, like an old boot or an old tire. It's just not worth the catch.